If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost anything, well, Tenakee Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something new, or just do it room by room. That's Tenakee Properties. Visit Tenakee.com or phone 931-244-4602.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your evening update.
A large part of us across the Tennessee Valley on this Monday, mostly sunny and downright disrespectfully hot today, with heat index values topping out near and over 110 area-wide this afternoon, with mid to upper 90s for many of us. Will be similarly hot for our Tuesday, but then we start to see some changes beginning on Wednesday, and big-time changes as we enter the end of the week. A few spotty thunderstorms this afternoon bringing a little bit of heat relief, but most folks dry, only isolated to widely scattered activity for our Tuesday, and then rain chances go up for the rest of the week. Here's the Futurecast breakdown. It's getting rid of the early evening storms too quickly, so I want to make that clear. There will be scattered thunder showers around probably through 9 or 10 o'clock, even though you don't see them at face value on the Futurecast. Keep in mind, while Futurecast is a computer model simulation of what the radar should look like, what it thinks the radar should look like at a certain time. But after we get past 10 o'clock, we lose that daytime heating, partly cloudy skies overnight, maybe some patchy areas of fog during the early morning. Morning lows in the mid to upper 70s. We're not going to drop a lot because of the mugginess in the atmosphere. We can't cool efficiently overnight because of that. Partly cloudy skies for our Tuesday as we get into the mid-90s in the afternoon, maybe a few folks in the upper 90s over North Alabama. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. They will be isolated to widely scattered, so not everybody getting one, but if you're lucky enough to get one, maybe some rain-cooled outflow that cools you down out of the 90s, but you may also have to contend with some heavy rain, some lightning, and maybe some gusty winds as well. Here's Futurecast doing this again, getting rid of the afternoon storms too early in the afternoon. I don't think they get off the board until 8 or 9 o'clock when we start losing daytime heating. So even though they're not there by 3 to 6 o'clock, I think they still will be in reality. Showers and thunderstorms still scattered, but start to become more widespread Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. What will happen is the upper level heat ridge will break down from east to west across the area and shift bodily westward into the western United States as we get through the second half of the week. There's also the potential for some cold air damming, some wedging from northern Georgia. Now, that's the name of the mechanism that happens. There's not going to be cold air here, but it will provide a slightly drier air mass and a cooler air mass over the weekend, in addition to the cool front that will be dropping down from the northwest, getting us out of the 90s by late weekend, the weekend, down into maybe the lower half of the 80s here by late weekend and early next week. Notice even the overnight lows down toward the mid to upper 60s here. So some heat relief is on the way. We just have to get through the next few afternoons with heat index values near or over 110 for Tuesday and even Wednesday, and then those numbers start to drop by the end of the weekend. The weekend is much more manageable, and these numbers may even trend a little bit lower as we get closer to the weekend. Your overnight forecast, again, we're going to keep isolated thunder showers in the forecast now through 10 o'clock, but then partly cloudy overnight, maybe some patchy fog during the early morning toward daybreak, mid to upper 70s for morning lows. A few widely scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon, otherwise partly cloudy, highs in the mid to upper 90s tomorrow. Heat index values, once again, very close to or exceeding 110. So be sure to take frequent breaks if you're outside. Stay hydrated. Check on your friends and family and the pets. And you know the deal. Basic common sense stuff. Showers and thunderstorms becoming more likely Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to back off on the rain coverage a little bit for the weekend, but still elevated chances. But the temperature's coming down by the end of the week and the weekend. And by Sunday, I think many of us are into the lower 80s for daytime highs with overnight lows down into the mid-60s. There's the latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock for a final check of your local weather.